With less than a week to get your taxes done, it's time to kick things into high gear. So joining me now with some advice on how to do just that are two ladies who know their way around a 1040 form. Ronnie Deutsch is a tax attorney, and Donna Rosato is from Money Magazine. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in this morning to talk about this. I want to make sure we help people as much as possible. So Ronnie, first question I have is for you. You say be strategic about your taxes. What does that mean?
It means that you've got to know the difference between a deduction and a tax credit, and you've got to know what filing status to choose this year. Let's face it, with millions of people unemployed, you've got more multi-generational households, which means one thing, good news. There'll be more deductions for you to claim and more credits that you will qualify for. But again, you can't be strategic unless you know tax laws.
I guess that's true. Now, of course, some people are going to say, you know what, I need some more time. I'm not going to be able to do it by the 15th. Donna, when you take a look at that, what should they know about applying for an extension?
Well, first of all, if you're not ready to file your taxes, don't panic. You can file an extension, and the IRS doesn't even look for an excuse for you to do that. You can file an extension by the 15th that will give you 6 months to do your taxes. That only gives you 6 more months to file your return. If you think you're going to owe money, you have to make your payment. You have to estimate how much you're going to owe and make that payment along with filing for your extension. And you have to get up to about 90% of what you think you owe and pay that. If you don't do that, then you're going to owe late payment penalties and tax, and interest is going to accrue on what you owe. So you can file for an extension, but you got to pay.
So don't go off on the spring fling thinking you can pay your taxes later. Get something to the IRS right away.
That's right.
All right, so I want to hit back on something you said, Ronnie. You're saying deductions are good, but credits are better. Why?
Certainly, a tax deduction merely reduces your income, whereas a tax credit, Stephanie, is dollar for dollar like gold because it reduces your liability literally dollar for dollar. And when you and I think tax credit, what has got to jump at us is what? The home buyer's tax credit, the American Opportunity Tax Credit, the Going Green Energy Efficient Tax Credit. So again, these are wonderful tax credits, Stephanie, that will absolutely save you money dollar for dollar on your taxes.
And let's say you put all those credits in there, you've got your deductions, but you still think you're going to owe and you don't think you're going to be able to make that payment by April 15th. What should you do?
Well, you should contact the IRS. Like I said, if you can always file an extension to come up with another plan, but if you can't come up with it, you can come up with a payment plan. The IRS, the worst thing you can do is to ignore the IRS. They will come and find you.
They'll find you.
Yes. So contact the IRS, explain that you don't have money. They will help you come up with a payment plan. You can extend it, and you can come up with a partial payment plan.
All right. Last point. You both have said this. File online. Why is that better than going to the post office and standing in line?
You and I know that we are creatures of habit. We love to go to 11:59 p.m. on April 15 to file. I say, get over your habit. Let's start e-filing. We know it's the safest, fastest, most efficient way to ensure that your tax return arrives on time so you get your refund faster.
Yes, I think it's a good point. More than 80% of people file their taxes electronically. It is secure, it's faster, and you're going to make fewer mistakes, too, because it walks you through it, and I think that's really important.